Listen, you're never tired when you're winning. You're only tired when you're losing. Pay attention. This is some motivation for y'all, right? Because what happens is you start to lack motivation, or you've never had motivation in the first place, so therefore you lack discipline. Because you can be disciplined without being motivated. I just finished a run on the beach. I didn't necessarily feel like going on this run, but my discipline kicked in, even though my motivation was lacking, so therefore I went on the run. Now let's use some examples that took place in my life and that may be taking place in your life right now. This is why you're never tired when you're winning. All right? When you get a new job, you're excited. You get that new job. You're going through orientation. You're learning the trainings. Every day you're learning a new skill set. You're learning how to do the register. You're learning how to scan the boxes. You're learning how to drive the forklift. Whatever the case may be, you're learning how to use that new system on the computer to track your progress and things like that. So in your head, you're winning. So you're going in, you're energized. You got your new employees, your new boss. Boss is pretty cool. Oh yeah, Sarah and blah, blah, blah. She's cool too. Your coworkers, everybody's cool at first. The job's cool at first. Your first check, it isn't the best because it was like a training check, but it's cool because you have promise of a better future. So you're waking up, you're motivated, you're going home, you're talking to your husband, you're talking to your wife, you're telling your kids, you're telling your friends, you're on the phone with your mom. Yeah, this new job, yeah, it's great. What happens? Every time, I've been there, I've been through a lot of jobs, all right? By first few months, I can't stand my boss. I can't stand Sarah. I'm tired of throwing these boxes. I'm tired of the same thing. It's so redundant, the same thing over and over. I hate waking up this early. I hate the short lunch break. You start hating everything, right? So now you don't feel like going to work because now you're losing in your head. You're no longer winning. So now you're tired. But when you were winning, which was getting that new job, getting a few good checks with a few good bonuses on them, but then overtime slowed up, you're tired. Even with overtime, you might have mandatory overtime, but you're energized for it because the promise of, 2 times pay or 1.5 overtime, whatever, you're excited. You're not tired. For instance, for me, like when I did, let's use my sales job at the gym for example, right? You had to get 10K to get commission. If you didn't hit 10K mark in personal training sales, every 2 weeks you lost commission. At first I'm killing, I'm in 20K, 25, even 30K. Checks is big, commission's good. Even though I'm going through mad appointments, I'm doing like 8 appointments a day. I'm on the floor trying to pull people off the treadmill. I'm doing everything I can. I'm not tired, I'm loving it. Yeah, I love my coworkers, I love my boss. It's amazing. Then, I'm not closing as many deals. The gym's empty, it's a slow season is what I'm telling myself. So I'm not making as many sales. Now I'm struggling to hit commission. I don't even hit commission. So now I worked all these hours. I don't hit commission. So all I get is the minimum wage. So my check's like $950 after taxes, right? Now I'm tired. Now, man, I'm tired of the boss telling me what to do. I'm tired of coming in, working this 12-hour shift. So the whole motivation, the whole inspiration changes. All right. But when you were winning, you had all the motivation, you had all the inspiration. But what happens is now you start to lack discipline because you're no longer motivated, because you're no longer inspired. So now, to get back on track, how do you do it? That's the question. The answer to that question is you have to be able to tap in to discipline when you're not motivated. That way you're always energized, right? Because what happens is this world is designed to tire you out. I didn't like working. Everybody I worked with didn't like working. The difference between me and them, when they didn't like working, they got tired. They lost discipline. They lacked motivation. So what do they do when they get off work? Instead of doing what they had to do to get out of this job that they hate, they get off work and they sleep. They play 2K to escape the stress of the job. So the little time you do get away from the job, you try to escape, whether it's getting high, whether it's drinking, whether it's popping pills, whether it's playing video games, whether it's going out to the club. This is you in a tired state, in an unmotivated state, in an undisciplined state. The difference with me is I was tired, but I knew I had to stay disciplined. And because I stayed disciplined, now many of those people are still in those same jobs, those same positions, doing the same things they still don't like, tired, burnt out, unmotivated. You see the difference. The only difference is you have to be able to tap into it. And how do you tap into it? The way you tap into it is figuring out what your why is. Why am I going to stay determined? Why am I gonna stay energized even when I feel tired, even when I'm unmotivated? Because I want to take care of my mom, I want to take care of my sister, I want to take care of my nieces and nephews. I want to get out of this job that I hate. I'm tired of driving this car that breaks down every freaking week. I'm tired of living in this apartment complex that I don't like, and my neighbors are sketchy, and there's always drama, and the cops are always out here. I'm tired of having to look at the receipt, look at my groceries and try to count them up on my head to analyze if I can afford the avocados or not. I'm tired of that. Even though I'm tired of that, and I'm tired of life, I have to stay disciplined, because that's the only answer and the only way to get out of this slavery, because that's what it is. Because in slave times, what was the point of slavery? What was the mindset of a slave? The mindset of a slave was, do what my slave master says, because if I do what my slave master says, then I will be able to keep a roof over my head. I will have a place, or at least land, to stay on, even if it's outside, right? I'll have a place to reside. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to stay. Am I sleeping in the woods or not? I don't have to worry about where I'm getting my food from. I have no other skill set other than what I've been taught by my slave master to pick this cotton, or whatever it is, the task of the day. So therefore, to get the food I need, to have a roof over my shoulder, I have to accomplish these tasks for my boss, my slave. It's not much different. People think, oh, it's not exactly slavery now because you're actually getting paid. How were slaves getting paid? They were getting paid by being able to keep a roof over their head, getting food in their stomach, and stay alive. Many people in common jobs, there's a small percentage that's working a job where you are getting a check that's allowing you to provide much more than keeping a roof over your shoulder, paying your bills, and having food in your stomach to be able to feed your kids. And many of you are doing that from Section 8 and many other things from the government. So it's not much different from slavery. You're still getting the same benefits. So now, to escape it, stay disciplined. Y'all know my phrase. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, because it's that simple. And remember, I don't believe in if, try, can't, almost, or maybe. I get it done. No excuses. Nothing to it but to do it. Point your finger in the mirror if you blew it. Even if you got somebody over here smacking a water floaty as loud as possible during your recording, because the universe wants to disrupt you. They want you to stay undisciplined. But I'll remain disciplined. I'll just talk louder. I'll holler at y'all later. If this helped, comment, free game, comment. You want more talks like these? Let me know. Click the subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss more talks like these. We talk about health, we talk about wealth, we talk about motivation, mindset, because that's the holistic approach. The mind, body, the soul, keeping energized, not getting tired. Always staying inspired, staying disciplined, even when you're not motivated. Peace.